everybody, I'm your host Quasar and welcome back. Today I'm doing something that needed to be done. You see, a few days ago when Blot came out, everybody couldn't read what he was saying. And for good reason, because school teaches you a lot of things. One of those things you're not taught is how to read words when they're backwards, and there's good reason for that because it's useless except when it comes to Dandy's World. So I will be translating all of Blot's dialogue, and stick around to the end of the video simply because we're doing this in alphabetical order and Yada has some of the best dialogue with him. Also, thank you guys so much for 10,000 subscribers, and before we hit the deadline of what was the time? Summer starting. Yeah. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. Please do subscribe. Our next goal is much bigger than what we are now at 100,000. That is multiplying what we're currently at by 10,000. So please subscribe, like the video, and comment your thoughts so far. Our first dialogue is when you finish extracting a machine. He says, "This wasn't fun," or "finally done." And both of these straight up imply that he, unlike some tunes, really doesn't want to be here. Our next one, he says, "A mini-me." This happens when you use his ability and place down a mini Blot or a Blot Jr. It's a really funny detail. Now, these are the dialogues when you go to the next floor. First one is going down further, and the second is it over yet? Once again, going into the whole thing where he doesn't want to be here. Now, our first dialogue with an actual tune. This one is with Astro. He says, "Astro, put on a smile." Astro responds with, "What was that you said?" "Smile." "Oh, smile. Ha, alright, thank you." Blot then replies, No, thank you." Our next dialogue is with Boxton, where Blot simply says, "Boxton?" Boxton then is like, "Oh, who? Me? Are you alright?" is Blot's response. Boxton then says, "Oh, you're checking on me. I'll be fine, I hope." Blot finishes off with slightly concerning response. That last piece was a pain to translate. This one is with Brightney, where Blot starts off by saying, "My eye, such a bright light. Ugh." Brightney then responds, "It's lovely to have you here, Blot." Blot responds with, "Well, at least you're a kind and good companion." Brightney finishes with, "Wish I could understand you better. I don't know how Louie and Yada are able to do it too well." The Yada and Louie were reversed there. That was just user error on my part. This one's actually one of my favorites. It's Cosmo, who says, "Blot, do you still want that order of 3 cakes?" "Yes." "Okay, why?" Yada, "Oh, I think I get it now. Alright." This is such a goofy one, and I'm pretty sure Yada is addicted to sugar. This one's with Gigi, and yet another one of my favorite responses. It starts with Gigi saying, "Hey Blot, tell me your day in excruciating detail." "Gigi, I know that you have no idea what I'm saying." Gigi responds with, "Then what happened?" "Alright, you're goofy, Gigi." And then Gigi finishes with, "Lovely chat, Blot. I'm sure you had the most distinguished responses." This one is with Glisten, where Blot says, "I'm already tired of this." Glisten responds with, "Blot, for a mime, you seem to make a lot of noise." Blot proceeds to not talk. Glisten goes again, "Aw, come on, don't get silent now, I'm going to feel bad." Still nothing from Blot, and Glisten finishes with, "Blot, no." This one is with Louie, who is one of his circus mates. Louie starts with, "Blot, do you know where my juggling pins went?" And then Blot says, "Under your bed. You always leave them there and forget." "Oh, Blot, you always know where me and Yada leave stuff." Blot says, "I keep a good eye on you both." And then Louie finishes with, "Thank you, Blot." This one starts off with Blot saying, "Louie, I need some help thinking of acts later." Louie then responds, "Oh yeah, I had some ideas. Some pantomimes for you. Oh, pantomime stuff for you, my bad." Blot responds, "Great, I'm sure whatever it is, it'll be great." Louie finishes with, "Yeah, I'm excited about sharing all of that later." This one is actually between Shrimpo. I think Shrimpo has had a dialogue with nearly everyone. Anyway, "I scorn mimes. Get a load of this guy." "Whatever you said, I don't like it." Some pretty normal Shrimpo stuff, but Blot's response is actually really funny. This one is between V and Blot. Now, the odd thing about this one is it's pretty much V's attempt at taking him from his circus group and making him work on her show. Anyway, it's Blot, you sure you won't rather keep performing with the circus? Always will. Well, if you ever change your mind, I won't. Louie and Yada will always need me. Fine, fine. Do what you'd like, of course. And surprisingly, V actually has another dialogue with Blot. The only other tunes to do this are Yada and Louie, of course. This one reads, V, do you have your translator on? Yeah, I do. What was it you wanted to say, Blot? About your show, do you think there's room for one of our circus acts? Oh gosh, oh, I like choked on my tongue. I have recovered. And setting translator program off slowly. V, come on. V. Ugh. Alright, we made it to nearly the end of this video where I talk about the Yada dialogue, which is some of the best dialogue in this game. And I'd like to say, please do subscribe. We're trying to hit 100,000, which is multiplying where I'm currently at by 10,000. And if you made it this far in the video, you probably enjoy my content. And you can, like, join me in streams and talk to me. I heart pretty much every comment on this channel. So, yeah, please subscribe. Anyway, this one starts off with Yada saying, Blot, Blot, Blot. Blot ignores her. Blot, speak to me. Yada, what is it? Hi. Hi, Yada. That's the dialogue, and it makes Yada seem like one of those 6-year-olds who's like, Mom, look at me. And then they just, like, put their hand in the air, which is fitting for Yada's character, so it works. This one starts with Blot saying, Yada, have you cleaned the candy you stored in the vents? That's my winter storage for the cold months. Yada, you're not a squirrel. We're all inside. You don't need to hide vent candy. You'll never take my candy stash. Never! Alrighty, folks, that's the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe. And I am quite curious what my sister's thoughts were when she just heard me yell that last part. Please do have a great day. And check out another video if you want. Also, oh, my microphone's over here. Also, thank you to Fume Nerd for this amazing piece that's been playing the entire video. I really enjoyed this. This is awesome. Alright, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.